So basically, as introduced by you, we're an edtech space, and here this is we are presenting Vnaya in front of you, and we're talking about fostering the child's success by providing very variant kind of parenting solutions. So I'll quickly run you through with our deck, and moving on to the next slide. Yeah. So here, the basic question that everyone is posed with is the child's growth. That looks like a very, very complex thing. And here we are dealing with academic problems as well as parenting problems. That's what we've defined our entire circle into. So academic problems would be majorly poor grades, or maybe, lack of tutors, and parenting would be like, hit and trial kind of method for parents. So first and foremost, we are taking the, the academic from the start. So as we know that schooling systems are very, very rigid, and they're very, very typical. And, 20% of all students have some or the other form of learning disability. This is proven by various studies. So schools have no provision actually to kind of diagnose and deal with it. And this is where we come into the picture. Teachers actually are also kind of doing a test and trial, and they have other, deadlines to catch too. So this presents with, a great potential business opportunity, where we talk about that, how education, a different kind of learning system comes into play. So here we are talking about global private, the previous slide, the global private tutoring market, which is currently at $80 billion. And of course, this is surpassing, the numbers as we talk. So the next, slide talks about the current solutions, which are not sufficient, which are there already in the market. And we have likes of online tutoring, as the slide shows us. And further, how Vnaya comes into picture. Here we are, talking about learning style based teaching methodology. So this is a platform where we are bringing in students, tutors, we are bringing in our learning leaders together. So what we are doing over here is that we are trying to solve this problem by a scientific approach, where we teach our tutors, and we are able to patch the learning style of the tutor with that of the student. So we are able to identify the learning style of the student. How does the student learn the best? And that is the matchmaking that is happening, at what we are doing. So parenting support, is by training, trained learning leaders is what we are presenting. So, we are working more with parents. So you might say that, a child is not able to cope up or whatever, but basically we are able to identify and learn with the, a parent. So of course, the testimonies are there to look at later. Here we believe that, how a child's success is a result of 50% academic and personal growth in a student after completing 75 hours with Vnaya. And we have many, many examples like this. So as you and me talk, we've already crossed a 300,000 mark. These are, of course, the previous year's figures, and we'll extensively come to this at a later slide. And of course, introducing the team behind all of this little endeavor that we are doing over here. Tarun, he's the founder, he's the CEO, and he's spent more than almost close to 2 decades in the outsourcing industry as well. And this is a product that we developed. I am here along with him, and I have about 6-year stint in the with the corporate world before founding the company. Then we have Dr. Patricia Potter, who heads our academic and on whose learning methodologies this entire system operates upon. Then we have Dalvinder Basra, who is the head of operations, and Abhishek Garg also. And then we come on to the market potential. So as we, I think I've already shared a little bit on that. And just one second. So since there's a lack of time, so I'll quickly come to the traction first, because I'd like to cover these 3 points that were specified. So the traction during the lockdown, of course, has been there. But if we look at our numbers from Jan till September, which stand at 300 plus mark, that is what I had said. And revenue in the quarter ending September in the last year was 146, and it we are at a growth of 126%, from the last year, that is 2019. And if you look at our last quarter, that is April-June quarter 2020, we have a 43% growth. So we are targeting to achieve 100K monthly revenue by March 2021. And this is the India plan. So we've done a soft launch here in India, as we were operating all in the West. Our other plans in India are for coding and robotics for kids, and we've all we're working on that. And of course, IELTS and ESL is also coming close to that. So we are looking at raising a 500K mark and a pre-money valuation at a $2.8 million. So all in all, I've quickly ran through this thing, presentation, and floor is open now.
Thank you, Rohi. Thank you, Tarun. Guys, please, ask all the questions. We have 5 more minutes to take all the
Rohit,
questions.
thank you so much for an amazing presentation. Thank you. What my experience has been, Rohit, this online education space is right now pretty, I would say, saturated, because as world went into lockdown, this is one sector which has shown considerable growth. It's one of the success stories of the current dark periods of the economic times which we are going through. One quick question is, what I see is different in what you guys are doing than the other portals which are providing for online education is this whole matching of the education of the child's style of learning with that of the lesson provider. What's your go-to-market strategy like? So for example, in North America, and I'll put my question more in context right now. In India, online education is picking up. Like if you're going to private schools, they are giving you full education online and there's a whole curriculum there. North America, again, public sector is lacking behind, but private schools are offering full-time. So what's your go-to-market strategy? Whom are you teaming up to get your clients over?
Yeah, I would like to answer this question. Yes, a pandemic has really exposed the potential of online tutoring, especially in India, which was maybe waiting, for to adapt this technology, which was already adapted by Western countries, starting with US. So we launched our product in North American market in 2014. And so we've been, servicing in US and Canada since some time. And we are present in Oceania as well as in other, a few countries like UK, Singapore, UAE, Ireland, and all. So we are present and growing organically through our, primarily through references from our existing customers. And we have tied up with a couple of schools in San Jose and in New York. So this is a B2B, B2C where we give special price for students of those schools. And we are working on, affiliate programs as well. And our go-to-market, if you can see the slide for India and globally, includes increased spend in digital marketing and, having foot soldiers to liaison for B2B, B2C, as well as, entering into co-branding with product and services which are targeting our targeted, audience, but they are not our direct competitors like book publishers. And so we are in talk with few of them and similar kind of a, product range. We are also in the process of creating a different branding for parenting support, which is part of Vnaya right now. So we are going to introduce it as a standalone brand, which will have parents as their targeted audience. And so
like a community building kind of a thing. Yeah.
Like community building. And that's where actually we are creating that hook factor in Vnaya as well. So we think we need to have a different branding for that, and it will be easy for us to sell our product and services to those audience.
Got it. So I have one follow-up question on this. So is Vnaya a kind of a marketplace? So for example, if you're hooking onto the parent, are you going to bring child psychologists or parenting experts who can come and tell parents about how to parent, basically? Or no. Vnaya has its own program which you will be able to subscribe to, which understands what your problem is, and then give you parenting solutions. So is it a marketplace or you have your own program?
No, it is not a marketplace. So it's our own program, and we do not sell a tutor's profile to a parent. We do not sell tutor's credentials to a parent. We sell Vnaya as a guaranteed brand, which will assure the educational progression of a child. So parents do not know actually, if the tutor is postgraduate or how many hours of training that tutor has gone through. So our secret sauce is our internal training of our tutors, which is based upon Dr. Patricia Porter's proprietary, content. So we enable an ordinary tutor to become an effective tutor based upon just not the training modules, but also the the whole process, which includes audits and retraining, and those kind of things. So if another thing which I want to share over here is that we have conducted more than 500,000 one-on-one sessions by now. So we have a very rich sort of feedback from our consumers. So we have gone through those cycle of retaining customers and creating processes and technology which can tell us in advance, which can create a predictive model for us to know which part of the process or needs attention. So based upon that, we now want to enter into India, where more and more companies will jump into this, because it's hot cake right now. One, it's a huge market. No one player can dominate it. Second, the others will take time to learn all these things, which we have already done. So it will be easy for us to scale, given the opportunity.
I also want to
Hey,
add something. Just
sorry, Rui. I think we have already taken some time. We'll take all the questions later on. Sorry about this. We have a time constraint. We would like to go on to the next presentation. Thank you very much.